countdown for blast off. X minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
Welcome to Lord Blood-Rah's Wrackin Theater.
Ah, my lords and ladies, geeks, geekarellas, geekulas, and geekeritas. I am Lord Blood-Rah, and this is Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin Theater. And it looks like we're in for yet another alien invasion. Extraterrestrials have evil designs on our little planet, which include death, extinction, disintegration, and animal husbandry. Here is a tale of alien incursion shot for the price of a box of popsicles. From 1959, it's Teenagers from Outer Space. But now, without further ado, I give to you a tale of young love, ludicrous goings-on, and giant lobsters. Here is Teenagers from Outer Space.
Dr. Mason! Dr. Mason! I'm sorry. I guess it was nothing. A sudden light reflection. It startled me.
There's no doubt a comet or a meteor.
No, it seemed to be a drill-shaped thing. Revolving. No, it must have been my imagination. But it makes me realize how desperately alone the Earth is. Hanging in space like a speck of food floating in the ocean. Sooner or later to be swallowed up by some creature floating by.
Oh, come now.
Time will tell, Dr. Mason. We can only wait and wonder. Wonder how. Wonder when.
report preliminary findings.
Thor reporting. 42 saturation degrees and 96 volumes. Intermediate fluctuation in Marfan content.
Derek reporting. Tridex mixer components ratio exceeding 7 to 1.4.
Morrow reporting. Diagonal adjustment reading resisting structural forms by 2.8.0 vernums.
Saul reporting. Uneven cartoid levels intersect planes below 0.03.
Surface readings register above minimum requirements. Morrow, go below and bring up the young Gargan specimen. Now the decision depends on its reactions.
Wait, Captain. I have found evidence of intelligent beings on this planet.
Of what concern are foreign beings?
Of none to you, Thor. Just as you were so unconcerned when you destroyed the small creature. So bravely.
It was no more than an insect.
But it had life. And that life you had to take to satisfy your endless hunger for killing.
Silence, both of you! Proceed, bring the Gargan.
That will not be necessary, Captain. Conditions here will be reported as unsatisfactory, as they were on the other planets we have charted.
By what authority?
You will prepare for takeoff. The ship will leave this planet immediately.
According to our code of operations...
You may forget the code of operations, Captain. Only civilized beings could have made the inscription on this metal piece. We shall not have the thousands of Gargans brought here to destroy them.
You have concern for foreign beings over our mission to locate grazing land for our Gargan herds? Recall, it is necessary as a reserve food supply for our people.
Our people? We live like parts of a machine. We don't know our fathers or mothers were raised in cubicles. The sick and the old are put to death.
It is the one and only way to maintain the supreme race. Have you forgotten that?
Our people have forgotten. They have been made to forget for centuries. But I have learned how it once was. Families, brothers and sisters. There was happiness. There was love.
Of what do you speak? From where have you learned such things?
I have read. I have read from this book. I discovered it and kept it hidden. Somehow it survived the flames of the Annihilators when our people were turned into mechanized slaves centuries ago.
When we return to our planet, the High Court may well sentence you to torture and death for this treason.
The High Court may judge me after we have accomplished our mission. We will find an uninhabited planet to which the herds of Gargans may be shipped, without endangering civilized beings.
Let me see that book. I am interested to see what sways your mind so heavily.
You may have it.
Bring up the Gargan.
I don't know, it's hard to describe, but I've never seen anything like it in my life.
An inhabitant of a far distant galaxy crash lands his spaceship on Earth, only to be pursued by a band of thrill-seeking rednecks. But soon, the hunters become the hunted.
What we're going to be hunting out there, some kind of creature.
I saw my father take the spaceman's gun, and there's no telling what he'll do. Michael, we've got to get those things back to the spaceman.
Galaxy Invader. He's no E.T.
When an animal attacks a human, there's bound to be a lot of noise.
At
that I, as a scientist, take many things into consideration a layman might overlook.
Ever smelled anything like this before? Found it in Don Morton's bathroom.
Well, yes. That's the same stuff that's been on every one of the Devil Bat's victims.
All four of the murdered people had this lotion on them when the Devil Bat struck.
Layton, I'm afraid all these murders have affected your mind.
Now, my plan is to sit in the garden, and when the killer makes one of those power dives, I'll blast him.
Tonight you have work to do. It's time you were on your way.
And so Derek, the young alien with a conscience, takes a brave, courageous stand, speaking out for individual freedom, personal happiness, and love, and promptly gets disarmed and now may face torture. Well, what are you going to do? And what about these Gargans? What kind of hideous menace can they be? We'll find out as we return to Teenagers from Outer Space.
You were a fool, Derek. This book has poisoned your mind, and you shall suffer for it.
Before the High Court has you executed, you should be made to watch what happens when we return here with the Gargans. By the elements alone, they will grow to millions of times their original size in less time than it takes for the sun to rise and fall.
It thrives, Captain. Already I can feel it has grown heavier.
We shall return to our base and lead the transport ships here. Soon this planet will be covered with full-grown Gargans. A safe distance from our planet, yet their meat will be available to us for the harvesting. Repack the instruments. I shall radio back the news of our success.
Captain! Captain, something has gone wrong. Look here.
What? What has happened?
I do not know. It suddenly fell limp, and now does not move.
Assemble the TRSs, hook in the gas grading instruments. Be quick! The atmosphere here tested above minimum, but the Gargan species cannot live due to excessive nitrogenic gas compounds emitted in our preliminary diagnosis.
Then this planet will be reported as unsuitable?
Repack the instruments and prepare for takeoff. We will continue our search in another solar system. And when we return to our home base, you will be presented to the High Court with the evidence against you. Thor, Saul, bind the prisoner and prepare him for the isolation chamber. I will make contact with base.
Guard him. I will get the straps.
Lie down. Put your hands behind you.
Complete.
He is escaping!
Go, Thor! How did he get free?
He escaped from Saul. I could have stopped him.
Derek is to be brought back alive. He is the son of our leader.
Derek?
I reported his actions and was connected with the leader himself. He told me this. He said Derek does not know.
As the son of our leader, the High Court will pardon him.
He will be pardoned. When the sky is light, we will begin to search for him.
Captain, look at this. The Gargan. It is not dead.
It has revived.
It flourishes. The excessive nitrogenic gas compound shocked its system. Now it thrives on the very same compounds.
Then this planet is suitable.
Completely. I must resume radio vision contact. Morrow, Saul, secure the Gargan by expandable leg bands. Out of sight in that cave. The size it attains by the time we return will give us an exact growth rate to expect of the herds.
At the rate the Gargan is expected to grow, what will prevent it from tearing loose the leg bands and escaping from the cave?
We shall be back before that happens.
Imagine thousands of beasts like that, millions of times enlarged, roaming over this planet.
They will be harvested from the air, so there will be no danger to us.
Let us be quick. I do not like to look upon it.
Now that you report the planet is suitable for our purposes, you are to return here immediately and prepare to lead the transport ships there. Derek's escape could now mean difficulty in our operation should he communicate in any way with the inhabitants, inferior though they may be.
If we are to return now, how can he be stopped?
Leave your best man to find Derek and inform him he is my son. I will join you on the return trip to meet him there.
He may be stubborn. He has already threatened our lives.
If that becomes the case, he must be destroyed. And any beings with whom he might communicate, they must be destroyed. Your orders are complete.
I shall send my best man.
I heard the orders, Captain. Let me find Derek.
You will wait until the sky is light enough to begin the search. We will leave now and return here to meet you when we bring the Gargans. Do not fail, Thor.
I shall not fail.
This one has plenty of fight in him.
Never before has man been transformed into such hideous proportions. Never have teenage girls been subjected to the terrifying ordeal in the fantastic room of torture. Prisoners on this island of the mad must fight desperately to preserve a sane and conscious mind. This strange and powerful story has been acclaimed as the most terrifying of all time, as it bursts forth the unequaled horror of an island of monsters created by a human beast.
Larry!
the exotic geisha houses of Tokyo to the back alleys of the Ginza Strip comes the terrifying news of a fiendish creature that threatens to destroy all who stand in his way. This is the frightening story of an American reporter in Tokyo who unwittingly became the victim of a shocking scientific experiment that turned him into a horrible mutant, half man, half monster, the Manster.
What happened?
He got away.
I think I know where he's going, to Tara's. Follow me.
Right. There's panic in the streets as the unheard-of terror of a half-man, half-monster runs wild through the city. There he goes! Don't miss The Manster, a genuine thriller in the most frightening sense of the word.
It thrives, Captain. Already I can feel it has grown heavier.
We shall return to our base and lead the transport ships here. Soon this planet will be covered with full-grown Gargans.
Yes'm, the transport ships are a-coming. And with them, the Gargan boys. Driving their herds of crustacean cattle across the face of suitable planets like ours. Lonely aliens, riding the extraterrestrial range with nothing but the clacking of the huge lobster-like beast shells for company. Eating nothing but space rations or whatever they eat, while they dream of the boiled Gargan and drawn butter waiting for them at the end of their ride. Alien mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be Gargan boys. Oh well, looky here. Looks like we got us a young buck on the hoof. Where you heading there, partner?
Can I help you, sir?
Yes, Would you tell me the meaning of the inscription on this metal piece?
Sparky, 1243 Willowcrest Drive. That's just 3 blocks down there and a few doors up. You can't miss it.
Hey, what's what you're doing now?
No, I'm sorry. I was just trying to make out what kind of clothes that guy was wearing. Looks like some kind of military uniform. Wonder where he's from.
Could be from Mars for all I care. Hurry up there, boy, will you? I haven't got all day.
Hop in, I'll give you a lift.
Lift?
Well, it's a long way into town. Okay, it's all right with me.
Wait.
Never saw a uniform like that before. What brings you here?
I am searching for someone.
Maybe I can help you. Know a lot of folks around these parts.
I am searching for someone you could not know.
Sparky's breakfast out 20 minutes ago, Grandpa, and it's still here.
He's probably still out chasing gophers.
Hello. You've come to see our room for rent?
What's that?
A fellow to see the room for rent, Grandpa. You show it to him, will you? Joe'll be by for me in a minute. We're going swimming at Alice's, and I haven't even changed yet. Well, come on in. I'm Betty Morgan, and this is my grandfather.
How do you do, son? Just arrived in town? Don't believe I've seen you around before.
I just arrived.
And your name?
Derek.
Derek. The empty room belonged to my brother, Bud. He's married now and lives upstate.
Your brother? You knew your brother?
Did I know my brother? That's a strange question to ask. Grandpa raised us both since we were kids after Mom and Dad died.
I am sorry, It's just that I never knew any brothers or sisters.
Your mother and father decided to play it smart and avoid a lot of squabbles around the house.
Oh, Grandpa.
I never knew my mother or father.
Oh.
Well, let's take a look at the room, and if you like it, you're welcome to stay.
It's this way. I'll show it to you.
Hey, I thought you were getting ready to go swimming.
No, that can wait. Right in here, Derek. I hope you like the view. There are plenty of windows.
What's the matter? You act like you've never seen the inside of an automobile before.
What is this?
The gear shift. Where have you been all your life?
The gear shift. Tell me what it is for.
Now look, mister, I didn't offer you a ride to give no driving lesson.
Tell me!
Sure. I didn't mean anything. Here's the clutch. When I push it in, I change gears. Low, second, and high.
And to halt the vehicle?
When I want to stop, I press the brake, right here.
And this?
The starter and ignition switch.
And the fuel, what does it use?
Are you kidding? Gasoline, of course. Here's the gas pedal right here. It's about time I have the tank filled.
From Grandpa, and he just said he was from very far away.
Well, what do you say, young man? What do you think of the room?
You will let me live here with you?
Well, sure. That's why we have the sign up. That's why you came here, wasn't it?
Not exactly,
Derek, I was just talking to Grandpa, and, well, if you don't have the rent money right away, that could wait until he gets a job, couldn't it, Grandpa?
Why, sure. That's all right with me, Betty. But then if he doesn't like the room...
I like it here very much. I would like to stay.
Fine. I'll go out and take down the sign. You can use the phone to have your bags brought over.
My bags? I have nothing else.
No other clothes or anything?
We were not allowed to. I mean... my uniform is all I have.
Gosh, you've got to have more than that. Bud left some of his clothes in the closet, Grandpa. Couldn't Derek use some of them?
Of course, my dear. Bud wouldn't mind a bit, I'm sure.
Oh, golly, that's Joe. Put on whatever you like from the closet, Derek. I'll be right back. Make yourself at home.
Hi there, Joe. Hi, Gramps. Betty, I'm afraid I can't make the swimming date. Not till later, anyway. Got a sudden assignment for the paper.
Oh, gosh, what now, Joe?
I have a list of folks to interview. Say they saw a new flying saucer last night.
That sounds like it might take you all day.
I hope not. I'll call you as soon as I get through, okay?
Okay, Joe.
I guess a reporter's life can be pretty hectic. You never know when a news story will break.
I was just thinking. Maybe Derek would like to go swimming if you let us borrow the car.
Betty would at that. If you don't think Alice would mind.
You don't know Alice. I won't be able to keep them apart.
Hey, what's going on in town anyway, mister? A convention or something?
What?
For those clothes you're wearing. I talked to a guy this morning who was wearing the same kind of outfit.
Maybe the guy you're looking for, huh?
You spoke to him? What did he tell you? Where did he go?
Hey, what's the matter with you? Hey, take your hands off me.
You will tell me what he said to you.
Oh, why should I? Hey, who do you think you are, anyway?
Answer me, or I destroy you.
He came here with a dog tag. Wanted to know about the address, and I told him how to find it.
Where? Where did you send him?
It was an address on Willow Crest Drive. 1243, I think.
Tell me how to get there.
Just drive down there about 3 blocks. That's Willow Crest. 1243. It's only a few doors up.
Okay, banga banga.
Since when do you talk a native language?
I just started today.
Well, what did he say?
What did he say? I don't even know what I said.
I need you, oh, my do I, baby? Of course I do. Duke Mitchell and Sammy Petrillo turn an island paradise into the zaniest madhouse in the 7 seas. Charlita puts a gleam in Duke Mitchell's eyes. Your smile only added life to your masquerade. Muriel Landers puts the whammy on Sammy.
Sammy! Run for your life! Come on, get out of here. Run for your life.
Ramona, the romantic chimp, takes off on a romantic chase of her own.
Strange, but interesting.
Really think so? What a charming compliment.
Bela Lugosi finds the perfect subject to turn a gorilla into a goof, and versa versa.
Look, what are you trying to tell me? I don't understand a word. What am I, dumb or something? Don't answer that. Now look, Duke Mitchell, I'm running this game, you understand? And don't talk back. Yeah, now put it on, because we gotta get out that door.
It looks like the Earth is in real trouble this time. I mean, these aliens have technology we can't possibly fight against. Like multi-channel music mixers, disintegrator guns that turn their victims into medical display skeletons, complete with hanging wire and tag on top of the head. And of course, their ultimate achievement, the discovery of the space screw. Why, we're like gerbils compared to them. We'll see how we gerbils fare against them as we return to Teenagers from Outer Space.
You don't have to put the brake on so hard, Derek. That is, unless you want us to go through the windshield every time.
I have never piloted a vehicle like this before. I will try again.
This time, pull in there. That's Alice's house. Ah, much better.
Wait, Betty.
Yes, Derek? What is it?
When I came to your place, it was because of...
Yes?
I had just arrived here. I did not know where else to go, but everything was so strange to me.
I'm glad you came. So is Grandpa. Without any family or friends, you wouldn't like it at a hotel or any place like that. Come on. I hope Alice can dig up some swim trunks for you.
Hi there. Who's the stranger?
Joe couldn't make it, Alice. I talked Derek into coming along. Derek, this is Alice.
Derek. Hey, I like that. Come on in, the water's fine.
Well, we need a pair of swim trunks. I couldn't find any at my house.
No problem at all. He can wear a pair of my father's. The folks are gone today, and so are the servants. We have the whole place to ourselves.
Where are the trunks, Alice?
Hanging up right over there.
They look a little large for you, Derek.
Or maybe you better put them on with some clothespins, too, just in case.
I guess it's safe to try them on anyway. Over there at the bathhouse. What was that?
Don't worry, I'll get it.
That is what I wanted to tell you about. The reason I came to your place when I did not know where else to go.
Heck, I thought it was a 50-cent piece at least.
Why, that looks like... Who it is? It's Sparky's. Sparky's dog tag. Oh, where on earth did you find it?
When I first arrived, I was with some others. One of them destroyed a small creature. Later, I found that among the remains.
You mean somebody killed Sparky? Oh, no, Derek, it can't be true. Why would anyone want to kill Sparky?
Betty, I'm sorry.
Tell me who did it, Derek.
They are gone now. Only I remained.
But I don't understand. Where is Sparky? Will you take me to where it happened?
I'll get dressed and come with you.
No, Alice, please. You stay here. We'll see you later.
Well, so Derek didn't come into town alone. If you're looking for him, he isn't here now. He and Betty, that's my granddaughter, they went over to the Woodwards. Why don't you go on over there? No doubt they'd be glad to have you joined in the fun.
Yes. How do I go there?
The Woodwards are straight on down the street about 3 miles, just before you get to the park. Got the biggest house in the block down there. You can't miss it. Where are you fellas from, anyway? Don't believe I've seen uniforms like yours before. Military secret, eh? Well, it doesn't matter. Derek didn't say where he's from either. Don't let me keep you. You're probably anxious to see him.
Where is he, Derek? You don't mean those old bones. You can see they've been here for a very long time.
No. It was among these remains that I found the metal inscription.
But this couldn't be Sparky. I know. He must have been here and his collar tag fell off, that's all.
You are not familiar with the focusing disintegrator ray?
The what?
I should not have brought you here.
Is it about a new secret weapon? Something you and the others invented and then they turned against you?
It is something like that. I guess I should try to find someone I can explain it to.
Maybe Professor Simpson at the college. He's head of the science department. He will... What is it, Derek?
Betty, when you learn where I'm from, well, you may not understand, but I hope it will not make any difference between us, because...
I don't care where you're from. I don't understand all this, but somehow I feel that I've always known you. That we've never been apart.
Let us go to the professor you speak of.
We have to pass the house first so I can change.
What was that? Did you hear a sound?
No. Only the wind. What sort of sound?
Nothing. My imagination alarmed me. Come, let us be on our way.
Beautiful girls and one lone man struggling for survival, with death, sudden, violent, and horrible, lurking in the shadows. Horrors of Spider Island. Out of the night came a fate worse than death. A man's mind twisted, his brain poisoned, with an uncontrollable lust to kill. Horrors of Spider Island. A tale of terror that will leave you limp. So hideous and shocking, you won't believe your eyes. His hunger for victims was never satisfied. Prepare to be frightened out of your wits by the horrors of Spider Island.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
You are alone?
Could be.
Where are the others? The ones who were with you?
Why do you want to know that?
Tell me where they are.
Say, who are you anyway?
Never mind. Just tell me.
Well, they left here. They're gone.
Where did they go?
I think you better get out of here before I call the police.
You will call no one. You will do as I say.
That's what you think, mister.
I said you will call no one.
Grandpa was asleep, so I left a note so he'll know where we went. If I know Grandpa, we'll be back before he even wakes up.
Hello.
Hello, Gramps. This is Joe. Betty there?
No, she and Derek went out over to the Woodward's pool. You could probably reach her over there.
Derek? Who's Derek?
Oh, you haven't met him yet, have you? He rented Bud's old room this morning. Seems like a nice fellow.
Oh? Well, the reason I called, I wanted to tell Betty I stumbled onto a double murder story that may keep me longer, but, well, after I get the story into the paper, I'll go on over to Alice's and see her there.
A double murder, Joe? When was it? Where?
We're not sure yet, Gramps. There's only a couple of skeletons. We'll know more when the coroner gets here.
Well, gotta get busy now, Gramps. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Joe! Joe, I just found a note. Joe! Hello, hello. My golly, you missed them at the pool, huh? Sure am sorry. Betty left me a note. Now they've gone over to the college to see Professor Simpson.
Hello. Where can we find Professor Simpson?
This is his office, but he hasn't come in yet.
Well, let's wait for him at the faculty parking lot. It's just around the building.
You may wait here if you like.
No, thank you. We'll wait outside.
Good morning, Hilda.
Oh, good morning, Professor Simpson.
Have the aptitude questionnaires come in?
They're probably still in mimeographing. I'll go down and see if they're ready.
That's Professor Simpson's office. The third door down. He's head of the science department.
Hello? This is Simpson, science department.
Put that down.
What is the meaning of this?
Do as I say.
Who are you?
Where is he? The one who came with information for you.
Who? You are making some mistake.
I am making no mistake. Where did he go? Out there?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will speak to no one else.
came in right after you left.
Oh, Derek.
Oh, it's some kind of foolish joke. I'm not going to keep a job where this sort of thing goes on.
I want to believe what I'm thinking isn't true, but
It was a focusing disintegrator.
then whoever killed Sparky... But you said they'd gone.
For some reason, they want to stop me. Somehow we were traced here. I want you to get in your vehicle and go to a place where you will be safe.
But how could they... Grandpa. I left a note for Grandpa. They must have... Oh, Derek.
I will go to your place.
No, they may be waiting for you there. I can call Grandpa.
Hello?
Oh, Grandpa, thank heavens. Derek, he's all right.
Betty, what is it, child? What's the matter?
Grandpa, was somebody there? Somebody you told we were at the college?
Oh, yes, a friend of Derek's. Did he find you okay?
He's a murderer. He killed Professor Simpson, Grandpa. He's after Derek, and he's probably on the way back to the house right now.
Murderer? But are the police...
Don't argue, Grandpa. Just get out of there. We're going to the City Hall police station right now. Meet us there.
Don't worry about me, Betty. I'll leave right away. Goodbye, honey.
I better call the police and let them know we're coming.
With what weapons are they equipped?
Well, guns. Why?
Guns that emit what?
Bullets? What do you mean?
Bullets. A centuries-old invention against...
Hello, operator. Give me the police department. Hurry.
My granddaughter, you're not getting any help from me.
Did they return here? Tell me. I have no reason to harm your granddaughter, but if you do not tell me,
You can kill Derek?
Why should you care about him?
Why shouldn't I? Why do you want to kill him?
It is important only that he leave here, that I return him to where he belongs.
And where is that?
From where he escaped. I need not harm anyone if you tell me where he is. If you do not, there will be many deaths. Beginning with you, now.
He's not here. He's in the center of the city.
Where? Take me there. You will pilot the vehicle. Go. Be swift.
Well, that should teach Grandpa not to tell total strangers where his granddaughter and their friends go and what they're doing. Why, my granddaughter? Yes, sinister-looking stranger in an alien uniform. I'll tell you where her and that somewhat nicer-looking young man in the same alien uniform went. But while you're here, would you like to look around in her bedroom? Maybe rummage around in her underwear drawer, read her diary? We'll return to Teenagers from Outer Space after these messages.
Into a world not yet known, in spaceships of the future, these men of courage and daring set out to conquer the universe beyond the known world, facing unbelievable dangers on every side.
We're being pulled into the sun.
Meeting new adventures in undreamed of places.
Mars.
Lost and trapped in space, with no hope of return.
We've consumed too much of the fuel.
But they have not yet faced the ultimate horror the planet Astar has to offer.
Look there.
Think the tip might have been a phony, Mac?
Don't think so, Harry. The girl who called seemed to know what she was talking about.
Another call, Mac. Joe Rogers, reporter on the Daily News. He's on the way over. Found another skeleton. Only this time at the bottom of a swimming pool.
The city hall is just up ahead in the next block. Oh, I hope Grandpa's there waiting for us safe and sound.
What are you doing?
Be silent. Continue ahead.
You stay here in the car. You'll be safe. He's after me, not you.
He must have slipped off that way. Come on.
Stay under cover.
Betty, thank the Lord you're safe. I just came from Alice's. There was a skeleton in the pool.
Alice? Oh, no! We came to meet Grandpa. The murderer came in the car with him.
What? But how did you get mixed up in this?
Since he killed Sparky out by the old mine. He's an insane killer, Joe.
And he forced Gramps to drive here? Where is Gramps? Is he okay?
Yes, he's... Oh, there he is trying to get across the street.
You stay put. I'll go over and help him across.
What are you doing down here? Go into the building. That is the safest place.
Look. Here on the sidewalk. Drops of blood.
Betty, go into the building.
Derek.
Give me the weapon you have, Derek. Slowly. One sudden move and I slay you both.
Derek? Derek, do as he says.
Get in! You will take take me to a man of surgery to remove the metal pellets from my flesh.
That is not possible.
Yes, we must. We must do as he says. I know a doctor's office. We'll take him there.
She is very wise. Now go!
And that's the way it happened. Next thing I knew, he was trying to fire out the window at Betty and Derek.
I'm going to phone the story into the paper and then drive out to the old mine Betty mentioned.
The old mine? What's out there?
I don't know. That's where she said Sparky was killed by the guy.
Sparky, our dog? She didn't tell me about that.
Hey, Mac, over here. Blood spots on the sidewalk. And where's that car that was parked here?
That's it.
That's how the killer got away.
In our car? Then Betty and Derek, they must have been kidnapped. You've got to do something.
This is it, Derek. That's Dr. Brandt there. He looks like he's leaving.
Stop him! Block his path!
Is there some emergency? I have a house call to make. Office hours don't begin for another hour.
Go inside, all of you.
I say, what is this?
He's holding a gun on us, Dr. Brandt. We had to bring him here. He wants bullets removed.
I see. I'm afraid I cannot be of any help. He will need hospital facilities for anything else.
Be silent and get inside. You will remove the pellets here. Now.
Leave these people alone, Thor. Where is our ship? I will take you there.
No, it is gone. Do as I say.
Derek, please. Doctor, you must try.
To lie down here. I will prepare an anesthetic. The pain will be great.
I will not be drugged. You will simply remove the pellets. Both of you, sit there. I shall keep you covered. Take heed. One treacherous move and they pay with their lives. Now proceed.
Why you have been searching for me. It must have been important for you to have...
The Gargan are to be raised here. You could not be allowed to run free.
But the specimen reaction was negative.
It was verified positive after you escaped. The captain should have let me kill you when I had a chance.
And why didn't he? I saw him stop you when you fired at me.
Because he just learned that you are the son of our leader.
How much Jack do you think's in that strong box?
I don't know. There's plenty of Cuban sugar, though.
Here's what happened. The general beat his friend Castro to the Cuban treasury. The strongbox is now on this boat. So are a deported American gangster and his moll. And lurking in the depths is the creature from the haunted sea.
You're a crazy mixed-up kid.
I am perfectly adjusted to my life of crime.
Don't worry, Mary Bell. I'll save you. It's all right. Be calm, everybody. The boat's insured.
We now return to Teenagers from Outer Space, as Derek has just found out that he is the son of the aliens' leader. Now, if it's revealed that Betty is his twin sister, the makers of this movie might have good grounds for a lawsuit against George Lucas. In other news, it's looking like Thor is regretting that decision to have bullets dug out of his body without anesthesia.
If I am not to be killed, why did you fire at me in the city?
Your life or death was put in my hands. A traitor does not deserve to be our next leader.
The only reason you do not fire now is to force attention to your wounds. When that is done...
Proceed!
Antiseptic must be applied to your wounds, and you will need bandages. I'll get them.
We got out of there.
He may yet. Get in. I will take you back to the police.
In his present condition, he cannot remain conscious long. By the time we return with the police, he should be completely helpless.
Derek, what was he talking about? The Gargon to be raised here, and you, the son of the leader. You said you didn't know your father.
I did not know the things he said. I thought they'd gone. I wanted to forget them forever. But now I know they plan to return.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm going with you.
Where?
To the old mine shaft.
How did you hear about that?
The old fellow inside. He's been telling us everything he can think of. Mentioned that's where you were going.
Okay, hop in. Maybe something will turn up out there.
You're in here? I know you are. I'll find you.
My nurse, Miss Moss. She'll be arriving for office hours.
I can hear you. I can hear you breathing. You cannot escape me. I'll find you. I'll find you. I'll find you. I'll find you.
Already left? heavens, I've reached you. This is Dr. Brandt.
Where are you, Doctor? There's an emergency patient here. I've done all I can.
Listen, Miss Moss. He's a murderer.
He held hostages at gunpoint to force me to remove bullets. We were fortunate in escaping. You must get out of there.
A murderer?
We're sending the police, but if you treated him, he could revive at any moment.
Yes, Doctor. I'll leave immediately.
You will come with me. Put that down.
Miss Moss, what is it?
Drop it, I said.
What do you want?
You will help me to escape. Go out. That vehicle. Is that how you arrived?
Yes, that's my car.
Get in. You will take me where I say. If you disobey, you will be killed.
The police are on the way, Dr. Brandt.
It's no use. I was too late. They're gone.
Thor has escaped? But how could he? You said he would be helpless
Without aid. But my nurse, she didn't know. She bandaged him, gave him an injection. He revived.
Oh, no. We've got to tell the police. They might be able to do something.
I'll tell them. I'll tell them what happened.
You know, I don't get this guy. Animals or humans, he just seems to like killing.
There's more to it than that, Joe. There's something behind this, something we don't understand. The weapon he uses, it's unheard of. Blasting flesh right off the bones.
Look at that tree over there. Used it for target practice by the looks of it.
I don't know. Let's take a look in the old cave.
Where are we going? You've got to tell me.
It is not far now.
Hey! Bring your flash bulbs up here. This tunnel is black as pitch.
Okay, I'll be right up.
An intruder already.
No! I won't let you kill anyone.
I see you do not value your life. He's getting away. Follow him.
No.
Dare refuse?
You hurt badly?
I don't think so. Just bruised. Oh, thank heavens it's over. It was like a nightmare.
I wish it was over.
Oh, what do you mean?
Back in the cave where he shot at me. Some kind of man-eating monster. Poor Mac, the guy I was with. I could hear the thing tearing him apart. He was dead in a few seconds.
Oh, how horrible. What could it have been?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'm afraid the nightmare has just begun.
The man guilty of these strange killings now lies mute in confinement at General Hospital, where he is being treated for minor injuries. Authorities plan to transfer him to city jail tonight. The fantastic murder weapon he used has not been located. Mystery still surrounds the disappearance of a man-eating beast said to have been in an abandoned mine shaft outside the city limits. These newsreel shots were made immediately after the city police surrounded the cave and found it completely empty. Evidence in the cave appeared to confirm the report that a monster of some sort had been shackled there, but had somehow attained strength enough to pull itself loose and escape. Groups of armed volunteers have set out in search of the creature, hoping to track it down and destroy it. Meanwhile...
these two together in a love tainted by strange, sinister terror. The siren song of the sea, pulsating like a bongo beat, calling, driving the sea people.
You saw how she looked at me, how she spoke to me. She's one of them. She's one of the sea people, and Johnny, I'm so afraid.
You're a stranger here, and I guess you don't know what everybody here knows.
Ellen, dear.
In the past 2 years, Maura's had 2 boyfriends, and they're both dead now.
Just below here. If that disintegrator is down there, I'm going to find it.
Derek, I just thought. The monster that escaped from the cave. It must have been there at the same time we were. What I can't figure out is, why did it escape when it did? Why not sooner?
It would not have been large enough, but the man it consumed increased its growth rate.
Then, how big would it be now?
There is no telling. You stay here. Keep the door closed. Go back, it's too dangerous for you.
We can find that thing twice as fast if we both look.
You make me angry, but I like you very much.
In a moment, the moon will come from behind clouds. it'll be easier to see what we're looking for.
Yes. The light from your moon, it will help.
My moon? Where are you from, Derek? I think I know. I think I've known for some time. You're not from this world, are you?
Bingo!
I did not know how to tell you.
You won't be going back ever, will you?
I shall make the earth my home, and I shall never, never leave it. The moon has come from behind the cloud.
Derek. The crickets. It's so quiet.
The Gargan, get back!
There it is, Derek! It was under the rock! Quick! Shoot it, Derek! Shoot it!
That won't work! Run! Go start the motor! Hurry!
I've ever seen. Why wouldn't the gun work?
Must have been damaged somehow when Thor was thrown in the crash.
You said that thing would keep growing. If it does, what can stop it from wrecking the city? And
I may be able to repair the damaged part of the disintegrator. If I can, we will stop the Gargan and give the Earth a weapon against invasion as well. If only I can get it to work.
What was that?
Only a coyote.
There it is!
This is Johnson at Station 86. Out by the hills, due northeast. There's some kind of a monster. It suddenly bobbed up and seemed to touch the sky. I have not been drinking. No, I can't see it now. It must be behind the hills, but I'm getting out of here.
The few remaining survivors of the search party that was attacked report that the beast they encountered was many times the size they expected, indicating that the monster has some strange power of rapid growth. An exact description was... We have a bulletin just received. According to a report not yet confirmed, a beast of seemingly gigantic proportions has been sighted lurking in the hills due northeast of town. City officials have called for military help. Planes and troops are expected to arrive within the next 2 hours. Meanwhile, citizens should take refuge in places of safety, cellars, bomb shelters, as directed by civil defense administrators. I repeat.
Derek, they say it's coming. It has grown. It's just northeast of town. I'd better wake up Grandpa. We'll all go down to the cellar.
You go there with him. There is a chance I can do something yet.
What? What are you looking at?
Those wires, going from pole to pole. They carry the source of energy used for illumination and power in the homes.
Yes, electricity.
And the wires are spread throughout the city, are they not?
You mean you might be able to make the disintegrator work by hooking it to...
Possibly.
Derek, look!
You drive away from me.
You can't cut live wires. must connect me with the city electrical generating plant. Hurry!
Generating plant?
Hello? Please listen to me. You must do as I say. The monster is coming towards the town. I'm at North Ridge Road. We have a weapon here that might be able to stop it if we can connect it to the power lines.
Who is this? I'll have to check with...
You have to believe me. There's no time to check with anybody.
Out there! That looks like him. Derek is climbing down a pole.
And look what's coming. We're not going to make it in time.
Assume the position and open your minds wide. It's time for your cranial cavity search. Ah, yes, my lords and ladies, the cranial cavity search. Here's a chance for you great geeks out there to prove your geek cred by showing what you know. And tonight's cranial cavity search question is: in 1965, the great Mr. Vincent Price starred in a fun sci-fi spy spoof entitled Dr. Goldfoot and the Bikini Machine. Just 1 year later, he starred in a sequel to this film, shot in Italy, directed by Mario Bava, the director behind the classic Black Sunday and Planet of the Vampires. What was the title of the sequel to Dr. Goldfoot and the Bikini Machine? A. Dr. Goldfoot and the High Heel Killers. B. Dr. Goldfoot and the Golden Bikini. C. Dr. Goldfoot and the Nude Ray. Or D. Dr. Goldfoot and the Girl Bombs. Any ideas, my lords and ladies? Ponder it while these commercials try to give you other ideas. And the answer to tonight's cranial cavity search question: what was the title of the sequel to Dr. Goldfoot and the Bikini Machine? It was D. Dr. Goldfoot and the Girl Bombs. A true failure all the way around. Director Mario Bava tried to leave the shipwreck halfway through production, but was contractually obligated to finish the project. Also, shortly before its release, the soundtrack got lost, forcing the actors to watch the film silently and try to lip-read the dialogue because the script had gone through so many changes, no one was sure which version of the script they actually shot. A true mess. And speaking of true messes, we move on to the conclusion of Teenagers from Outer Space, as our heroic young alien Derek tries desperately to hook up his disintegrator to the city's power in order to fry up a giant lobster. Lobster.
Restore the power, it's ready.
Hello? Turn the power back on.
Okay. It is not enough. It is not enough power.
Can you boost the power any, please? It's not enough.
If only there were more power, Betty.
Is there any way to generate more power? We've got to have more.
I can join in more circuits, but it may blow up the line.
over to the scientists now.
It is too late.
You mean they're coming? Already?
Your people are here for you. I must leave. They will take care of you.
But Derek, you promised. You said...
I know what I must do. You must not interfere.
Betty, thank heavens you're all right.
That book has indeed made you forget many things. We are the supreme race. We have the supreme weapons.
Somehow I feel that I've always known you. But we've never been apart.
You are the son of our leader.
You won't be going back ever, will you?
How did he get a weapon like that? It makes me think of what the killer used.
It is. The same thing.
But who is he? Where did he come from, anyway?
Someplace none of us has ever heard of before, Joe.
What do you mean?
Clear from another planet. Far out in space.
Hey, wait a minute.
Betty, this is no time to be joking.
I'm not joking. Where do you think the monster came from? And the man who was doing all the killing and the unheard of weapon he used?
But how did
they... They came in a spaceship of some sort. Whatever those people told you they saw last night.
The flying saucer? And I thought those people were seeing things.
They weren't. Derek looked into the sky just before he left here. Somehow, he could tell more on the way.
He must be in the house. There's our car.
Oh, Derek!
Goodbye, Betty.
No, Derek, no.
You are Joe. I want you to take me somewhere in your vehicle.
What makes you think I will?
You refuse to take me?
That's right. I'm staying right here.
You will do as I say.
No, Derek, this isn't you.
Do not interfere, Betty. I beg you. Get in. Take me to where they are keeping the prisoner.
The killer? He's at General Hospital, but...
Then take me there.
Joe, don't! The disintegrator, it won't...
Betty! Trust me, Betty. Trust me.
Derek seemed like such a nice fellow.
Grandpa, he promised me something. He promised he would never leave, that he would never go back. I don't believe he wants to break his promise to me. I'm not gonna let him.
What can you do about it, honey?
I think I know where he's going. Out by the old mine. I want to go there. I want to see him once more.
He's hurt you enough, Betty.
Grandpa, please let me go. I must.
What are you planning to do?
Never mind. Just get out of the car and walk in front of me. Do not move. I will take the prisoner. Get their guns. Hand them to me. Now get in. You face the wall. Keep your hands above your heads. I was stupid, Thor. Very stupid. But that is over. We are returning to meet the ships. Together.
Why do you let them live? Kill them!
There is no need. They will be dead soon enough, along with everything else on this planet. Go!
Ships of an alien source are approaching from the sky. Radio contact has been attempted but cannot be established. Instructions are to prepare for an attack by an unknown enemy.
What made you think he was coming here?
Because they're coming. He told me they'd be coming. He told me he wouldn't go back with them. That he'd stay. That he wanted to stay.
Betty, let me take you back home.
No, Grandpa, look, here comes Joe's car.
Betty! Gramps, what are you doing here? Why do you concern yourself with them? Destroy them!
Why, Thor? They cannot change what is going to happen.
What is going to happen, Derek?
You must understand. Death must come to all. Sooner to some, later to others.
The guide ship is about to land. We must go to meet it.
Your promise, Derek. Don't you remember your promise?
I have not forgotten it.
You call that the guide ship? And it looks like there are 100 more still in the sky.
What are they going to do?
Derek told me. The other ships are loaded with thousands of those horrible creatures, like the one Derek killed today.
Why are they bringing them here?
To raise, for food, a safe distance from their own people.
And they don't care what happens to us?
Derek cared. He wanted to make the earth his home. He promised he would never leave. Oh, Joe!
I would have used the disintegrator on them, but it will not function without energy supply. It was damaged when you crashed. I had to bluff with it.
It is just as well. They will be the first victims of the Gargan herds.
So you were able to bring him back, Thor?
He brought me.
I am sorry I acted the way I did. I am ready to take my punishment.
There will be no punishment, my son.
You are my father?
I am. I have watched your progress since you were born. You have excelled in all things. I was most disappointed to learn that you had deserted. I came this trip hoping I would find you had returned.
Has what I have done not disqualified me? Am I still to...
You are back. That is all that matters. Your mistakes were made because of that book. It blurred your mind, but only temporarily.
How is it you are able to leave the planet? Will not the government structure collapse in your absence?
We will return immediately, as soon as the Gargans are unloaded from the fleet of ships. The people are unaware that I am gone.
Yes, we must leave quickly. If your absence were discovered, it would likely spark the beginning of a revolution. I am not the only one who had that book, Father.
Yes, I know. And you will help in tracking down others who may have such books.
Yes, I see the fleet is approaching. They are flying from radio signals from the guide ship, are they not? Let me be the one to direct them in for landing.
Captain, are the ships close enough to receive the landing signals?
Momentarily, but...
Then go below, Derek. You will bring them in. Derek, what are you doing? Unbolt the hatch.
Looked like Derek went in first and closed the entranceway.
Whatever's in the sky, they're getting mighty close.
Derek has some plan. He's not doing what they want him to, I'm sure.
Master control to fleet. Master control to fleet. Increase speed. Set flight pattern to -0.08. Increase speed.
Open this hatch at once. The ships seem to be converging and increasing their speed. They cannot land.
He doesn't plan to have them land, but crash! They're coming right at us!
Derek's doing it! That's what he planned!
But he's inside there. He'll be killed too. Get down inside the cave.
My son, please think of what you are doing. Turn the ships around before it is too late.
Hold course steady. I shall never leave it.
And so Derek's brave sacrifice has saved the Earth from becoming a giant alien lobster farm. It's a shame, though, that all of those ships were destroyed. I mean, we could have reverse-engineered their technology and discovered the secret of the space screw. Think of it. Mankind screwing its way through the galaxy, boldly screwing where no one has screwed before. What might have been. Well, my lords and ladies, I want to thank you all for watching, and I want to invite you all back again next week when we'll do whatever this is all over again. As always, I am Lord Blood-Rah saying, geek out.